Part two. There were only a few of my family members that were on my Instagram page, Queen's Empire. And then I finally decided to, allow strangers onto a page that I usually would keep preserved for family members. And that's when a lot of the drama started. So it wasn't too hard to trace everything back to whoever it was that started the shit. And then it wasn't too hard for me to also understand that, the person had already confirmed that they were working for had already, kind of been looking at me in a certain kind of way and, felt a way about it. So that's why, the hit is on too, because it's like she knows too much. We have to get rid of her because, and it's like, no, not necessarily. You could just show me some fucking respect. That's what you could do. You could just back off like I've been asking you all to. That's what you could do. But for some reason, they're like, well, we'll just let her environment do it. Well, the people in the environment are working for you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like either way it goes, it all comes right back to you. So that's why I'm just looking. I'm like, child, if I was y'all, I would have been let the shit go. Instead, you guys are trying to make it seem as if, you're sending people after me, but then you're trying to make it seem as if I'm holding on to an old situation when I've moved on probably 10, 20 times over this shit, and been doing me and been focused on my own journey and my family, my businesses, trying to get my jobs and get myself back on my feet. And, everybody is aware that I have not been the one obsessed with this situation, but do I need to keep up with certain things? Yeah, I am going to keep up with certain things because I see that you guys are moving real fucked up and shady. That's why. And it's really unfortunate because it's like I actually had so much love for certain people. It's like, wow, so much love and respect. And it's like, gosh, that has slowly diminished. Just watching this whole situation play out like this. So with all of that being said, I'm just being honest. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just being honest. These are my true feelings. And I really wish that people would leave me alone. And I've been saying that behind the scenes in my car chats for I don't know how long. People think I'll be talking to myself in my car. I'm like, no, I'm talking to somebody. They know who I'm talking to. They want to make it seem as if I'm having some type of mental illness or something. No, I'm not. And y'all know that shit. Even when I'm speaking aloud in public and stuff like that, you guys have satellites. You guys have speakers every fucking where. You guys have created a whole show around me. I'm speaking to you directly. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, no, she ain't got no mental illnesses. But let's poke at her and make her mad so when she go off and make it seem like she got one. No. You got to understand, everything ain't meant to be Hollywood. Real life does exist. Everything ain't meant to be some digital era or some digital some digital movement. Like real life exists. And people need to get out of that shit and get into real life. All right. By the way, I saw one of your AI-induced speeches for Tupac the other day, and I want to let you know something. As someone who was present during that time, during his reign, we didn't use words like thoughts back in the 90s. He would have said something more like a skeezer. You feel what I'm saying? He wouldn't have said nothing about no thought. You know why? Because we didn't use that word back then. So that lets me know the age range in which you all are, because we don't talk like that and didn't talk like that back then. You guys idolized that young man when he was a young man, and we keep his memory alive, but he didn't use words like that. So you guys need to do your research while you guys are doctoring up these speeches and these idols. It's not cool. If you're going to do it right. Don't disrespect that man like that.